combat tips I use in my actual gameplay when I play Fortnite. Um, but yeah, so let's get into some stuff I actually use, and maybe this help you guys in your real games. But yeah, there's like 3 things that I really like think I share with you guys, and that's like how to get high ground, like when to peak, and just like kind of like how like when you're like like actually in combat, like when you're shooting somebody. But yeah, so I'm gonna go over how to get high ground first. And by the way, I might not be able to actually do like some of the things I would usually do because my controller's actually messed up at the moment. So yeah. So first, let's go over how to get high ground. So I mean, you guys might learn something in this video. You guys might not learn something in this video. I mean, I don't know, but I just hope it helps you guys. But yeah, so let's just say I'm in a fight right now, and my enemy's just like rushing at me with double ramp. So one thing I'm gonna actually do, people do these days in like in Fortnite, they do 90s. So everybody in slow motion here. Actually don't put a floor on my 90s. All right, don't judge. Well, sometimes I do. I can do this control right now, but yeah. Then just like keep going to like the right or the left, and I mean just like keep going faster, you know. Yeah, just like keep going up, and not only will like a 90 help you, I'm actually gonna do it again. But not only will a 90 help you like get high ground like easier and faster, it will kind of like maybe like I guess you can say trick your enemy, because there's something that they're going like straight to like get high ground, but this will actually help you get high ground like over your enemy in like a really like kind of like different way, kind of trick them a little bit. And, like once you like get like a proper angle, you can actually like you'll have high ground hopefully. You can just like start like spraying your enemy down, and then just like boom, just like bop, just bop them, all right, just bop them. Yeah, then you can just hopefully get high ground on your enemy, and yeah, hopefully eliminate your enemy. But yeah, so that's just like one tip that's one thing that I use. And next, I'm actually sure. So this next tip, I mean, it might not be that important, but to me it is, because I do play a lot of squads and duos. But that's gonna be like fortifying your structure. So let's say that you're in like a squads game. You guys are like a mile. You guys are like just like across the map from like a circle. You gotta go all the way from Lily to Tilted. Circle's all the way over there. Let's just say you're placing a launch pad. So people just usually do just like one stair up. All right, but me, like I'm guilty of that. All right, I mean I just did it like a squads game. I think. Actually did, but yeah. So one thing you actually want to do is just like fortify your structure. Make sure your structure is like safely like secure and fortified. Then place like whatever like you're gonna place on like your launch pad or like your I mean whatever you want to place down onto the structure, and just make sure like it's like fortified safely. Because like say if like a team sees you and they shoot you down, like they're gonna have 3 ramps to shoot down, or even 4 ramps potentially if someone else comes in. And, I mean, like you can actually like do like like a wall in front of all of them if you want to. See, I'm messing up a bit here. But yeah, I mean, just like you can put like a wall in front of all of them if you want to. Yeah, I can't even do that, but yeah. I mean, like you can try that if you want to. I'm actually give my friend some edits here, my bad. But yeah. So next thing I want to go over is actually like how you can just like kind of like how you can actually fortify, like how can I say this, like how you can like I mean like kind of like in a build fight pretty much. Like, this goes for like when you're like just in like engaging in like an actual build fight. So usually people are gonna like shoot you down. I mean, like I said, like this is like 90s are how to like get high ground and just kind of like those like go and it's like a build fight. But pretty much like usually like your enemies are probably gonna like shoot. I mean, like they're probably gonna be cheap and just like try to like shoot you down. Like there's probably gonna be try to shoot your structure down. But me, these are 2 like ways I usually like just like rush you. I usually do ramp wall, and because they're gonna have to shoot like my wall and my ramp just to get past me, or try to like get me like down to high ground. And like that would give me enough time to actually shoot, like not shoot, but like get like above them, like hopefully just like eliminate them. And I mean like you guys can also do ramp wall flat right here, as you can see. I can't even do this in controller, my bad. Like I said, my controller's actually messed up. But yeah. I mean like this is like a way you can actually like try to like get higher ground, because I mean they're gonna have to shoot up like a wall, a ramp, and like a flat, so like get you down like from the high ground. But yeah, so I mean, like, it's all about time here, like, when you're, like, rushing people, because, like, the time, like, get the high ground and everything. But yeah, so that's building right there. So next thing, so next thing I'm gonna go over with you guys is actually, like, combat tips. Just, like, we usually, when you're, like, usually this goes, like, when you're, like, shooting people. Um, but, so, I mean, one thing that I usually see people, like, that need, like, they need, like, a lot of help on, like, sniping, you know? So, there's, like, two ways that people, like, really get sniped in this game, or, like, really snipe people. It's usually if they're just, like, moving in, like, a certain direction, or if they're just, like, peeking. And I'm gonna go over 3, like, ways that you guys can actually, like, you know, like, I mean, like, you can, like, snipe better. So, let's just say, like, this wall is, like, let's just say that the wall is just, like another bullseye, and she's, like, moving to, like, the left. What you're gonna want to do, like, you're gonna want to shoot, like, in front of your enemy as you're moving with a sniper, because the bullet will actually get a good, like the bullet, like, a good distance to, like, get to your enemy, and it will give, like, the bullet a good enough speed, you know? Like the bullet drop. And I mean, like, this will give you, like, this will give, like, the bullet enough time to, like, get and, like, tag them, or even, like, eliminate them, depending on, like, what health they're at. And, I mean, it's just really important. Like, it's just one thing I really want to go over, but yeah. So, actually, give me the wall again. So, let's say that, like, you know, like my knee's right there, like, he's peeking. Now, usually people, like, when they shoot, now, I mean, I've been doing this since, like, season 1 when I started sniping, but, like, you're gonna want to aim, like, if you're going for a headshot, make sure that, I mean, no matter what, like, a headshot or body shot, make sure that you still aim, like, a bit, like, above your enemy, because, like, the bullet drop on certain snipers, like, I mean, like, they're all different. And I mean, like the bullet's kind of like, you know, the bullet. I mean, it's like you want to shoot kind of like a arch, kind of like an arch form, and just make sure that, like, you shoot just kind of like above, like, your enemy. I mean, like, especially, like, let's just say, like, let's just say I'm all the way back here, you know, I'm gonna want to shoot like above her head, or like above, like, their head, to, you know, like, just make sure, like, the bullet just gets, like, it reaches, like, you know, her head, and, like, it doesn't, like, drop all the way down, because it's, like I said, it's gonna, like, the bullet goes in, like, an arch with, like, a sniper. Almost any sniper, it goes like that. But yeah, like, that's one thing. That's another thing you guys actually can do. And yeah, so I actually let's go over peeking with the sniper real quick. So, I mean, well, I said it right there. One main thing you want to do, I mean, if you're, like, I mean, this really goes for, like in the end game, like, especially when you have, like, a sniper, like, an end game. Usually, just, like, make sure that, like, I mean, this goes for almost any peeking, to be honest. Make sure that you safely surround yourself, even like, above yourself, because you never know if someone could just, like, sneak, like, RPG or something in, like, your structure. And, I mean, like, yeah, like, I mean, just make sure that, like, you safely surround yourself with, like good enough, like, structures to protect yourself from any other enemies that could be trying to, like, you know, flank you or something. And anyway, when you're peeking with a sniper, usually what I do is, like, I actually peek in a corner, because, like, I don't know, I was just, like, it makes you feel just, like, I mean, make sure that, like, you're comfortable, you know, like, when you're peeking with a sniper, and make sure that, like you peek slowly, so, like, you're not, like, peeking, like, if you peek too fast, you're probably gonna peek, like over too much, and, like, look, like, that's just, like, a clean shot right there. Like, let's say, like, let's say I peek, like, super fast here, like, look, I'm, like, really exposed right here, like, I'm just, like, totally exposed to, like, my enemy. But make sure when you peek, like, you actually peek just, like a bit, and make sure that, like, the barrel of the sniper is actually just, like, kind of, like, over the edge. Usually I peek just, like, this much right here, and I mean, like, look, like, I mean, because, like, my head is, like, barely over this, and, like, I mean, they probably have to, like, you know, like, shoot, like, an arch, and I mean, they could shoot over, like, my head, because, I mean, it's, like, close to, like, the wood right here, and, I mean, it might sound confusing, but trust me, this works. Yeah, like I said, just, like, make sure to, like, you know, like, you're, like, I guess, like not too far, like, you're not peeking too much, and especially when you're out in the open, like, you know, especially when you're, like, in, like, another fight, you know, like, you never know, like, what team could, like, third party, who can even third party you. So yeah, just make sure, like, you're safely, like, you know, guarding yourself, and, I mean, yeah. So, next thing I actually want to go over is actually, next thing I want to go over is just like, kind of like shooting tips, pretty much. But pretty much, so this goes for, like, usually when, like, you're, like fighting someone. So let's say that, like, you know, Groovypc is actually, like, the enemy, like, I'm fighting. So pretty much like usually people just do this. Like I mean there's gonna like here actually I don't want to tag him, but yeah, um like people like I mean like I don't know if like, people say do this, but usually people just like spray, and I mean like that is I mean like that I mean like you know like not only are you gonna get bloom, but like you're gonna get like no like hits or accuracy on like your enemy. But usually what you want to do usually you just want to like tap like your like this like usually when you're shooting you just want to tap like your weapon you know just like slightly. I'm actually getting a new scar, but I don't know why I'm running out of ammo. Infinite ammo on there. But yeah, so pretty much what you want to do, you actually just want to just like tap like carefully and like a bit more lightly when you're shooting at an enemy, especially at like a far distance, because you know like not only is that going to increase your chance of getting like a headshot, more damage to your opponent, but it's actually gonna be I mean it's gonna give you just like better accuracy and like more damage to your opponent pretty much. But yeah, so actually yeah, like let's just like again right here. Like look, see it's gonna give me like more like let's just say like almost like spraying at him, you know? Like look, like look at that boom right there. Like look at that. Like see? I mean like yeah, I mean I killed him, but yeah. Like I mean like if you're spraying like you're gonna get like no accuracy. Like here, like let's say like he's like far away. And I mean like look like just like look at the bloom get like bigger. Like see it's like look at it get bigger. Like that's not what you want. Like you actually want to have like accuracy, and I mean like you want to you know like do more damage to your opponents. You can actually you know rush them and get that elimination. But yeah, so like yeah, like I said, just to make sure that you're tapping, make sure that you're tapping make sure that you're tapping your AR or like weapon, or even your SMG sometimes, you know, this could work. But yeah, so next, I actually want to go over like this usually goes like for like end games or whatever. So actually, yeah, so people, you know, like when you're like, you know, like actually like I mean like peeking, like I mean I know I just went over this, but like this is what I mean like each weapon like peeks different. Like I mean like a sniper I have to peek a bit more because I have to like be able to like get like the scope in a barrel over like my structure. But with the AR it's a bit different because you can just like peek like look like that's like I'm peeking way less like with I am with like a sniper. See? And I mean like just like once again like look how much I have to peek with like a sniper to get like the barrel and the scope over like the edge right here as you can see. And, like look how much I have to peek like with the AR right here. Like look I barely have the peek right here, and look I mean still like that I barely gives him like enough like visibility to even like get like a headshot on me, which I mean it kind of does because I mean he's right there, but still like this could, and even, I mean, like, look, like I mean, with like a shotgun too, or with just like almost like any gun. Like each gun peaks different, like I said. But yeah, so next thing I want to go over is actually like protecting yourself. So I understand, you know, we all get lazy, sometimes, and we all just want to just like you know, it's like kill in the open. But I'm actually gonna give you like okay, so I actually learned this like the hard way. But sometimes when you're healing. Like I mean, like you know, with you mean you know, like the campfires, like now they you know like they like draw like smoke and I could like draw like attention to you, but let's say that, like you're healing, like okay, let's say I put a launch pad right here, like let's say I'm popping a mech right here, just make sure like I mean if you're healing, just like don't put a roof. Like I mean if someone's building over you, then yeah, like put a roof down. But I mean you know like make sure like either like I mean if you're healing. Like either one, fortify your structure, or two, like place place just like a diversion down. So I mean, if like let's say I'm popping a mech kit, and then I just like, and then I, you know, just like, I gotta say it, like and then you know, like say like I'm being like shot from like above, like I can just like you know he can like shoot that, and I can just like get out of here. So next thing I actually want to like do this happens to a lot of people like you know spamming, you know it's like a big part of, like how people fight now. So let's say that Groovypc is actually like getting like above me. Or how can I say this? Like, let's say he's like getting above me. So, I mean, just make sure, like just keep struggling, you know? Because, like, I mean, like, not only will I, like, decrease the chances of getting at my structure, it will help protect me even more. So, I mean, yeah, oh, what the heck? But yeah, just, like, make sure, like, you just, like, hold, like, your button down. And, I mean, just, like, just have patience, you know? You know, like, trying to get structure. But look, I mean, like, just keep turret building, and then, like, as he's reloading, like, okay, like, let's say, like, he has to reload, you know? Let's say he's reloading right here. I mean, like, now, I can edit him in here, and then it's, like, you know, boom. because like I mean he's reloading. You know, I kind of like got him like off guard there. I mean, you know, like, he didn't like, you know, he didn't like really think, you know, as he was like coming in, because you know, I mean, he's trying to get on my structure. But yeah, so just make sure, like, you know, you're just like, make sure just like, you know, just kind of a quick recap of like what you guys hopefully learned something today. Just make sure like you fortify your structure when you're sniping. You know, make sure that, like you shoot an arch, as you can see. You know, like like I mean, yeah, like get some. Make sure like when you're sniping, you know, like you shoot like a good enough distance. And like you know, when you're peeking, like try not to peek too much, you know. But yeah, shout out to Groovypc for actually helping me with these tips today. He's actually gonna do his own video if you guys want to get a new perspective from him as well. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and peace out, guys.